Hello everyone, KingslayerKoshy, and welcome back to Bastion. In the last part, we did the Field Cauldron, and in this part I'm doing the dream sequence for Zia's mission. To get her backstory and how the calamity affected her. So, yeah.
What's he thinking?
I've been pretty much busy for the past couple of weeks. I've been sick for the past couple of weeks. I still am sick, but nowhere near as much. I'm finally actually in a position where I can actually start recording again. I've got a lot of recordings set up from the Lazy Dreamers with the NJ4106 and Coda 9001, so I've got a lot of LPs and videos ready, at least waiting in the backlog, so I can finally start putting them up on YouTube and then just have them in the backlog and slowly start cranking them out. Hopefully you guys will be interested in some of the videos that are going to be happening, and Jesus Christ, that frame spike. Okay, hey, besides that point, so yeah. This sequence can be a little bit challenging, so what I ended up doing was, for the combination of weapons, I took the pike and the musket at this point in time,
on condition they would never
and the sneaky decoy ability. There's two annoying parts in this, dream sequence, and one of them is the freaking peckers. When you have the idols invoked, I swear to God, the peckers become the most irritating creatures in the game to deal with because they're so fast and they come in huge quantities. And it's just impossible to deal with them, and they just swarm you and they're such a pain in the ass.
Stay for life. It was a way to reduce the city's secrets.
I guess that's what I get for actually invoking the idols, because when you do it normally, they're a joke. And again, I played this entire game with all the idols invoked, and, well, at this point in time, this is actually my regular file, so you'll see me making use of all kinds of little tricks, such as here I'm manipulating the pin cushions so that they actually shoot their needles at each other. So as you can see, I'm just walking right around and making it so that the pin cushions hit each other. Small little things that you can use to your advantage. Later down the road, you'll see me actually using the pike behind spires and just kind of using its hitbox to actually hit creatures from behind, or from behind the pillar. And this is why I think the pike is probably the best weapon in the game, personally. Of all the weapons that I use, the pike is the one that I actually use the most because of its long range, and you can also throw it. Well, I mean, you can also throw some other weapons, such as the war machete and stuff, but its long range makes it very reliable. So yeah, school's about to start for me very soon, so I'm trying to finish up doing my recording as soon as I can. Fortunately, due to circumstances, I'll actually most likely be able to actually do a little bit more recording, so that's nice. And hopefully I can do the post commentary for this LP alongside the next LP that I'll be doing for the channel, at least my own personal LP. It's not going to be of a indie game per se. It's not like it's an indie game anyway, but let's just say next month is Halloween, and I wanted to make a special LP for that. I'm not too big on the horror games, because the only real horror games I really have are Resident Evil 4 and Devil May Cry, if that really counts for anything. First one probably would have. I also have the 4 Special Edition, but I don't think that really counts as a horror game, especially considering the shift in perspective. But that's beside the point.
Learn more through music than history books.
This one kind of is a quote-unquote horror game, but yeah, I guess you'll see when I see when it comes up. So yeah, like I said, the peckers are a ruthless creature, but surprisingly enough, it's the small peckers, and what makes them irritating is the fact that they come in here, because the big peckers, the only way they actually attack you is dive bombing you, and because of that, they're very predictable to counter shield. The freaking small peckers, all they do is shoot their goddamn pin feathers at you, which is a real pain in the ass. Like so. And they're just obnoxious.
First, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an trader, selling out the city.
We'll be fighting the variations of enemies that you've fought throughout the second portion of the game after you save Zia. So at this point in time, you'll be fighting obviously the lung blossoms, different variations of the flowers, different variations of pinkushers, peckers. Eventually, we'll be fighting ankle gators.
Stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
And frame rates. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yep, here's the ankle gator. Ankle gators aren't too bad. They're very predictable. Although when they are closer to death, they get faster, and when they attack, the opportunity to attack back is shorter, so keep that in mind.
The young man convinced her to take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted.
But yeah, I've been really sick for like the past couple of weeks, and also it's just been unpleasant. But I'm finally ready to start recording again, and I have a lot of games on standby. I'm just trying to figure out which games are worth doing post. I can hold this style of commentary, because one thing I'm trying to work on is actually being able to talk over the videos, because one thing I've actually been noticing during my commentary is I'm so into my games that it's really hard for me to commentate, and this style of commentary is very easy for me to commentate over, as you can probably tell. What else is there? But yeah, I finally finished co-op as well, so I need to actually do final touches for, you know, reports and everything, and afterwards I can finally just sit around and just don't have to worry.
Well, you know how it goes.
Yeah. There's a different combinations of these enemies can just ruin your night, and this isn't even the worst of it, because we haven't even got to the freaking the author's dream. Oh, that dream sequence is probably one of the worst. Well, sorry. Need some water. But yeah, I have plenty of LPs being set up I'm in a situation where I can finally start actually finishing up the post recordings or post commentary for some of these recordings. Finally, thank God. I finished Spyro 3, so a little bit of my backlog has finally been taken care of. So my PlayStation 1 backlog has been essentially finished. What else is there? My PS2 backlog. That's pretty much already been done, so I guess I have nothing really to say there. I'm playing Rayman 2 right now, so after that, my Xbox N64 backlog is pretty much done. Man.
Her plan almost succeeded. But the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Also been doing Mega Maker. Ever since co-op ended, I've been starting to do Mega Maker and decided to create my own Mega Man levels. And of the ones I created, they've all received decent success. And personally, I think they're very well done.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals.
And frame rate. See, these pincushions are kind of annoying because they don't. Yeah, these pincushions are particularly annoying in multiple quantities because when you're in your proximity, they don't stop shooting.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mancers. And
God damn trying to think what else they're going on right now. There isn't anything spectacular, but yeah. There's not really too much else that's really going on with me right now.
Before they parted ways for the last time.
With the Mega Maker levels, I finally started to get, I believe it's my 4th level created, and I'm actually kind of glad because now it's kind of like baby steps towards the original dream I had of becoming a video game designer, but that's beside the point. I've also been working with Unity. So now that my co-op's done, I'll have a little bit more time to work on Unity and Mega Maker just to try and create my own levels and whatnot. As we're nearing, I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this dream sequence. I'm about to show you the reason why Sneaky Decoy was useful. The peckers were the first thing, but there's another reason why I brought the sneaky decoys. The peckers were the primary reason though, because they're really, really more so particularly the small ones, but yeah. Yeah, but one thing at Bastion that you're probably going to notice is that these bigger enemies are very predictable. They're either very mobile, but their attacks are easy to dodge because you have to get in such close range, or
she did as she was told.
They stay in one place.
Underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
So yeah, okay. This is the reason why I brought the black tonics to get the sneaky decoys for this section. It's not bad fighting one Shadow Kid, but when you're fighting 3 of them,
what's the use?
It can be a real pain in the ass. So basically just MacGyver your way around, just keeps, in my case, stabbing with the pike, and eventually they'll go down. Once one goes down, it starts to get a lot easier. I haven't been using any of my healing tonics throughout the entire time. Yeah, anyways, just keep moving around, MacGyvering, and just keep stabbing. And eventually, you'll be safe. And with that, we're done here.
The door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air.
And
she saw the
now,
calamity all around her.
next time, we're gonna be heading out to the next major level. So, see you guys later. You take care now.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it. Any brusher's pike can cut to the bone, but that one can cut through it. Stick 'em and cook 'em, or the other way around. Makes no difference. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Sand.